The Draft Academy is a new high-tech training facility for aspiring athletes, and not only can it be found right here in our backyard in the heart of Winter Park, but it's run by UCF legend and current member of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the one and only Gabe Davis. Gabe, welcome to the show, and congrats on the relaunch. You must be pumped.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Thanks, Brandon. Just trying to give the kids the same opportunity I had to be around pros and be able to train, you know, around the guys that I've watched growing up. I'm trying to be that same guy for them, and this is a blessing that I'm able to be able to give back to the community in this way.
Is that where the passion behind this came from? Was just what you experienced growing up, or is there something about what you see and maybe what's lacking as far as the availability for aspiring athletes and what you've seen around town or around the country?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like Central Florida never really had, a a big facility that specializes in what we do, and I feel like I can bring that to the table. And also, there were so many kids that were better than me, but they just didn't have the same opportunity. So I'm trying to give a lot of kids around the area that I grew up, were a little closer, a little farther. The same opportunity I had to be around pros and be able to train at a high level.
What's the age range and I guess maybe most importantly for people that are listening to this and go, man, I know Gabe Davis, love Gabe Davis. I've lived near Winter Park, and that sounds like a really cool opportunity. Ages, price, like, what are people looking at if they want to get involved with the Draft Academy?
Yeah, I mean, so we do anyway from young kids, so elementary kids, all the way up to college athletes. We do that, and then also me, I train here as well, and use a UCF facility. So if any pros are in the area and want to train too, we definitely get together and work. And we're a session based, so we do sessions. So I think for like 10 sessions, it's like $450. I mean, you get to train for an hour and a half, for your 10 sessions, and that's kind of how we operate here.
And if you want to try it out for free, you can do that this weekend. The Draft Academy doors are now open to the public. You can use the promo code GETDRAFTED at thedraftacademy.com. Head there this weekend. And from what I've heard from you, there might be some pros that are out there. I'm assuming you're going to be there this weekend. Or was that tease for somebody else? Can you give us a hint as to who that
Yeah, I
might
mean,
be?
so yeah, I mean, I don't know if people knew or not if I was going to be here, but yes, I will be here for the sessions and everything going on. Obviously, with OTAs, guys are everywhere. Um, when the summer comes back, there'll be more pros back once everybody comes back home. But yes, I will be here. Interacting with everybody, jumping in on the sessions, things like that. To bring some people get comfortable around me and get to get a relationship that way.
That's awesome. So what times are, if people are wanting to race out there tomorrow, what time are you going to be out there?
Tomorrow, I think we're doing around 11 to 3 ish, I think, or like from 11 until 7. I got to talk to the guys, but I know today for sure that we're starting around 3 o'clock and then we'll end it around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So we have a couple sessions throughout the whole day that are about an hour and a half each that some people have already signed up to come today.
So Gabe, since I got you, a really interesting path over the last couple of months. You're from North Florida. You played at Seminole High School. You're Florida through and through. Did you always want to come back home and play back in this state in your professional career?
Yeah, I always wanted to be, because again, like I went to college, 25 minutes away from home, and then it would have made it easier if a Florida team would have picked me up, so my family could come watch me play, and I can stay in the sunshine. My first 4 years were the opposite.
Buffalo wasn't cutting it.
Yeah, went to Buffalo, which was a great experience. Great people in Buffalo. That was the biggest thing about Buffalo. Love the people there. I always have a piece of my heart. But yeah, definitely happy to be back in Florida and be able to have the family closer.
Are you surprised that they moved off of Stephon Diggs too? They didn't really leave Josh Allen with much, with both of you guys out the door.
Hey, I mean, they know what they're doing. It's those are their decisions. Again, like I said, love Buffalo, love the guys there. Steph, Josh. I mean, we were all really close. So that's the business of the game. You can't take anything personal. Uh, Still got a lot of respect and love for Brandon Bean and just everybody. So it is what it is.
It's interesting that you say that, can't take anything personal, because I thought of you last night, not only in preparation of our discussion today, but Jaguars trade back from 17 to 23 and they select a wide receiver, the same position that you play. I think it would be natural, I put myself in your shoes to be like, what the hell? Like, or does it not register for you in that way when you see you just signed with this team and the first thing they do is go draft a wide receiver?
No, I'm trying to win. I feel like we need as many people as we can. BT's a great player. He's gonna do nothing but help us. So I don't know. I don't take it personal. I want the best team. I want to play with the best guys. I want to win a super I want to win the Super Bowl. And I can't do that by myself. I'm not a guy who only wants me to be out there catch. That's not me at all. Very selfless guy. Want to be able to have a bunch of freaking athletes around me, because at the end of the day, the more people you got, the more one-on-ones you're gonna get. If it's just you out there, uh, then you're gonna get doubled, and it leaves it up to everybody else. But I'm definitely not a selfish player. I want to have the best guys around me. I mean, listen, I had one of the greatest games in playoff history. That's because I had Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley out there because they were doubling their ass. And then I was able to be one-on-one and get some good looks. So I understand the game, and I know what comes with it. And, hey, listen, I am all about having the boys out there.
Yeah, man, that game, that's one of those nights for me as a sports fan. I'll never forget where I was. Parked in my bed, my wife is asleep, and I'm so into this game, and you're going off, and I'm like trying to keep it down, because it's every other play was a touchdown. You were going crazy. That was so much fun. Brian Thomas Jr., you said he's a specimen, 6'3", runs a 4.3 40. Did you get a chance to watch him play at all at LSU?
I watched a little bit. I think I know he had like 17 touchdowns. Then did he have like 1,100 yards or something? I mean, 17 touchdowns is insane. How many games did they play in college? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like you're really
and he had a guy. And to your point, some of that was opened up for him because Malik Neighbors, who went 6th overall in the draft, was taking some of that.
Of course, then you have a great quarterback throwing the football. I mean, all that stuff, like all that success. It's not. He didn't do that by himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's because all the guys around him. You can talk about how the defense creating turnovers to give him more opportunities in order to be able to put the numbers that he put up. I mean, this is so far away from a selfish game. I mean, if you think that you're doing what you're doing because of you're wrong. It's because all the other guys around you that are making you be able to have the opportunities that you have.
I love this pick for Jacksonville, and I think it just complements everything so well. I'm curious to get your breakdown of it because you know the game certainly better than I do. But with your game, the way that you play the position, and Brian Thomas, both of you guys can kind of be that vertical field stretcher. Then you have Christian Kirk and Evan Ingram that can operate the middle of the field. It seems like that was the perfect type of pick for Trevor Lawrence to really open up and have just the entire field at his disposal. Is that the way that you view it? Or how do you see the breakdown of that working with all of those different pieces in that Jags offense?
I mean, I feel like we just have a little bit of everything. Like you said, Christian Kirk in the slot, me and BTIY going vertical. We have Zay Jones as well, who's kind of a do-it-all kind of guy. And so we definitely have a lot of weapons around T. So I can't wait to freaking get together. I know he won't be there for the next couple of weeks, but to be able to be around him, get to know him some more, and then see him make some plays. I mean, it's nothing like watching the boys party. So I can't wait to party with these guys this year.
That's awesome. And maybe we can get them out to the Draft Academy too. That'll be nice.
Hey, maybe we can. We're only an hour 45 away, man. The boys got to come and hang out.
That's right. I want to wrap with this because we've got more rounds in the NFL draft coming up. You were a 4th-round pick back in 2020. That was a weird, stressful draft for everybody, whether you were in it or watching it because of COVID looming. And it was such a unique year, and one that I hope we never have to go back to. But a big year for you because you were drafted. Do you remember being super nervous about where you were going to be drafted as far as the round, the city? What was going through your mind as you're sitting there watching the rounds pass?
Well, yeah, because I mean, I thought I was maybe going to be maybe second or third guy. Not really second, more third. So like that's probably the day like where everybody was at the house, and then obviously it didn't happen. So I just felt so embarrassed to have everyone there, um, and it just made me, yeah, I was just super embarrassed to have all my family and friends and everybody there who knew me, and then feel like I had them there for no reason because we just sat there and watched it for nothing, kind of. But then the next day came, and I mean, it was all the same. No matter if it was the second, third, fourth, fifth, getting drafted was big. My dream was being an NFL player, and I did that. So nothing but happiness and joy when that happened. And I was training with Matt Milano about 2 months before the draft, and I was like, my ass is not trying to come to Buffalo. I'm like, way too cold, bro. I can tell this. I can say it now because but I was like, bro, it's way too cold. I am not trying to come there. And then I saw 127, and then it was the Jets, and I get a phone call. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to the Jets. I'm going to the Jets. And I answer the phone. I was like, hey, it's Brandon Beal of the Buffalo Bills, and I was like, all right, that's all right.
Yeah. I got Josh Allen, right? We're good.
yeah. So, but it was a great experience. It was dope. Definitely surprised me because again, I thought I was going to be a Jet when I saw the screen, but it was delayed. So it was definitely good day.
You call everybody and be like, "Come back to the house. We're good."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, people
party.
came. It was like 12 o'clock. People came back and we partied and had fun, and it was a great experience.
That's so cool. I think I speak for everybody listening. We're so happy that you're back in Florida. Can't wait to watch you ball out with the Jags this year. Good luck with the Draft Academy. And a reminder to all of those, the doors are open to the public. Use the promo code GETDRAFTED at thedraftacademy.com. Head there this weekend, and you might just train with a pro. You'll definitely train like a pro. And go check it out. Winter Park this weekend and beyond. We'll chat soon. Thanks so much, Gabe. I appreciate the time.
Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate you.